Caroline's not here. If none of you have served as a moderator, you can jump in, because I have served twice, so. So you get a taste of the moderator. So since we're going to do the abstract first, that should be okay. Give her some time to get here. And then she's a speeding reader, being a lawyer. So,
yeah, she's a fast reader.
So she will catch up. That's not a problem. I guess the one requirement to be a lawyer is a speeding read. Oh, I can't believe I used to work with my corporate lawyers. I mean, the cases they have to read through every day on their desk. I'm like, how can you read that much? My eyes don't be so crossed.
Yeah.
That's what they did to me. Anyway, I need my reading class, sorry. You guys start, I will come.
This is when it's just us chit-chatting, right?
Oh, I guess.
Is that the intro? It's just.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you know that because we record these every week, then we post them to YouTube?
Seriously?
Yeah.
I knew they, I thought they just reviewed them.
Yeah.
That's, I know weird.
I know either. Really control my facial expressions.
Right. All the YouTube videos, nobody has their back to the camera.
Oh, let's go to our meeting anyways.
Oh.
Okay. Alright. Are we starting? Are we still in 5 minutes warm up?
Yeah.
Are we supposed, I never got a sense of this 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we're supposed to talk about like a last session story. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought it was like just talking about like, I don't know, the week.
Or whatever, yeah, I think it was, you can talk about last session story, or
Oh,
what you
okay.
thought about during the week.
I think it's just like
or
talking.
just whatever, but I think we're all so busy, it's hard to, I don't really focus on this during the week. I'm
Right.
not like consciously thinking like.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
Right, yeah, that's what I mentioned to Randy, that would be his, he might have to retool this session for professionals, because then it's not student and not postdoc, that this is not one of their.
Right. Like, if I was
focus.
working on my dissertation and this was a group of grad students, that I would be living that story all week
Yeah.
long.
Right.
But I don't with this.
Right, so is there any major story of the week, I guess? Is there a major story with you? No?
Not really.
Okay,
No.
life goes on?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Did you guys do anything to our website that make it so slow? Yesterday,
Oh,
it
really?
was so slow and it was completely jagged. So in other words, you pull it up, it has things in the wrong places.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
it still comes through. I'm like, wondering what is clear and David did to it.
I don't know.
They were do a whole bunch of updates on the website.
Uh-huh.
They did. I caught a whole bunch of things that should be changed that haven't changed, so they just run through that long list. So they
I'll
pretty
check
much
back on it.
to
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. So yesterday I pulled up the IME website. First of all, it took forever to open, and then once it's open, like all these like people was like underneath everybody else, and I'm like, oh, close it, reopen it again, and it's the same thing. I'm like, what happened
Oh,
to it?
really? Is it still like that?
I used it yesterday.
Yeah?
I was on there yesterday, yeah.
I was used
Yesterday afternoon.
I was on the afternoon. There she is.
Right here.
We're still in 5 minutes warm up.
Business story.
So perfect.
I don't have one.
No, we have one.
Aren't we going to tell them today, right? So you
No,
can
we
just
have
say
one. We have one. We made one up.
Sorry, you guys.
No problem. You're the moderator. We cannot start without you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys.
No, just putting it out. Okay, okay. All right.
Yep.
It is the abstract, because we believe you must read much. Did we make one for Caroline?
Oh, I didn't, because I didn't know if she was gonna come.
Okay.
I'll go make it.
Again, thank you. So we just, there's the announcement, and all the other ones, and I made it into this.
Oh, yes. Oh. That's a nice trick.
I asked to reschedule this.
If without much of preparation. It just speaks to the strength of the method.
Oh.
Uh-oh, let's do abstract. Haha. Okay, we just studied abstract one, so that
Yes,
was
it beeped, so.
a beat. Okay. moderator.
Welcome to Story Circle.
Today.
Today, Biz will start out our,
No, we'll discuss the abstract one.
discuss our abstract one. So if we could get your scores, start out with Biz.
Something like a 6 or something.
Okay,
A 6.
okay, 6.
8.
Okay, I had a 7. So if the 6 and 8 could please.
Okay. I think for a piece of science writing, this is pretty good. You have the A, B, C elements. It might have a little bit rambled A, that's why I took 2 points off. So it kind of rambled on and on and on. But there is a clear however, and then there is therefore, so I think the structure is pretty sound. 6? Who wanted to say 6?
I just thought it was so much A.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of ramble
And
A.
even the however, it doesn't, I mean, I guess it does drive the therefore, but not strongly.
Yeah.
Say, these kinds of studies have not yet been undertaken. And then it says, therefore, research in this area might be, well, it's like, okay, yes.
There
we
wasn't
know.
really a therefore, I mean, there
Right.
wasn't a substantive. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, abstract number 2.
Oh, no, we're not supposed to.
Too fast.
Too fast. Oh, now we're all going to look at the table, study the brains. Since you missed our warm-up, you can share your life story for this week.
Oh, my life story for this week was going to Mexico City.
Oh, yeah, how did it go?
Yeah, it went well, it went well.
Is that your first time?
And, I mean, I was there maybe 25 years ago,
Yeah.
so.
It's still as crazy as ever?
You know what it is, it's, we were in the Polanco district, which was beautiful, I hadn't been in that part of Mexico
Yeah.
City before, and I really enjoyed, that, just seeing that it's like the really nice part of Mexico City.
Still
And
has
the
people
purple
with-
trees are blooming, which I can't remember the name, but those are gorgeous.
Yeah, those are when we were there.
Yeah, it starts like with a H,
Yeah.
but I don't know, I have to see it written before I
Yeah.
can reproduce any of that tree. But the meetings went well, I think we made a lot of good connections. The Mexico City Alumni Club is really warm and welcoming.
unusual, huh?
Yeah, so they were really nice. Juan's talk went well, he gave it in Spanish, okay. It is my impression that Juan's talk went well. In Spanish. Seemed to go well. There were interesting questions. There was a student in the audience who came with his parents who had just been accepted to UC, and he was deciding between Institute for Molecular Engineering and engineering at Columbia.
Oh.
And he chose Professor. He doesn't know, but he said that maybe, I mean, after, I think
It
he
pushed it
would
in.
feel really warmly towards the University of Chicago after Juan's talk, and he had 2 of his buddies there, and
Oh,
they were
nice.
asking him questions.
All right.
Yeah, so that's so, but I came back
Good feeling.
with good feelings and Montezuma
Okay.
So,
All right, abstract 2.
abstract 2 is
3.
I had 2.
4.
2.
okay. So I had like a crazy high score for that one. So I hesitated between 7 and
Ooh,
I know,
I
I-
liked it.
8.
Must be the polar bear.
I think it was the polar bear. So if we can have one of the 2s talk, or both of you have time to talk. Were there 2 2s?
Yeah, the 2
I
2s.
thought it was just a lot of, what is it, the DHY?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Like
it's,
it's too much therefore.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
What did you think?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just was generous, so I gave a 4.
yeah, that's what I
Oh,
said.
you were 2.
I was the
Oh, you
two,
were the other 2,
yeah.
okay.
I agree. It was just, that so many therefore. Oh, so, yeah, it is very overly.
It seemed like they were just reporting results, which makes sense, that would be mostly there.
And then the 2 sentences threw me right off. I mean, like, you already said how much they know, how much they care, and then why is it like a who knows and cares, you know? Isn't that repetitive? I don't know if that's actually something people use to just get attention, but anyway. I actually read
Yeah, that's
this
true.
a
It
couple
wasn't.
times.
Can't remember.
I thought it was more just sort of this and that, like that.
So that's one of my kind of confusions with the spectrum
DHY?
is the AAA often seems similar to me as
To-
the DHY, where it's just like and the then is either results, like a therefore, or just information. I don't know.
I guess
Yeah.
A is before the B, T is before, after the B.
I guess it's been a while since I thought about this, but I guess I was thinking the DHY is more of like a but, and like
Wait.
this, but that, but then also
Okay,
that,
yeah, no,
but then
you're
also
right. Yeah,
like,
yeah. No, that makes sense.
Whereas this is like a string or bands, but with fancy
Yeah.
words in front of it.
Either
We
way, it's-
agree, so either way, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a two.
Right.
So what's the high score?
No, I think it's because I was over, I had time to read it again, and I thought, well, maybe there's a tiny therefore. You know, I was really
Somewhere
trying to
embedded
find like a
in there.
therefore, which is that it predicts policy relevant
Yeah.
opinions.
Yeah.
It's not clear, like it was not constructed, so it was readily apparent, but I was really searching for
You
more.
were just
Generous.
generous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do we have to talk until
I don't know which
I'm pretty
section.
sure it's three.
Yeah.
abstract? Okay, good.
I said 4.
Okay.
I give it a 7.
7.
9.
Well, I give it a 7. So 4 and 9.
Maybe we'll reread it while you guys fuck.
That's how I feel about abstract too.
Oh, and I read it. I mean, it is the one that gave me very, very clear what it is about. To me, even though the B was not called out, but you know, you can easily see it. How does the first half leads to the second half? You know, a lot of times it's how our cognitive reaction to the paragraph. So, and I just compared the last two. I'm like, this is the best I've read so far. Now, if I read the 4 and the 5, I may go back lower the score, but anyway, I didn't bother, so it's 9.
Yeah, I thought the B could be expanded.
Can be more clear. I
Yeah.
think.
It's just like they hoped that or
Mhm.
behaviors could be described, but like
Yeah,
why
that's why.
couldn't it be described?
I put the B was like surprisingly, for me, that was the
Oh.
change.
That's what I had too.
Yeah.
But the therefore wasn't what it was
Oh, right.
it's coming, like, we're at a critical point.
Yeah.
I have strong A and B, but the T is weak.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they could call out T a little better, that's true.
It was, I mean, I was interested,
Right?
Yeah,
and then I got to the end, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
tell me more.
yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, exactly. So the lowest score is whom? This? Okay, he's still reading.
Yeah, I think it was mostly, I just didn't think the B was very, from what I was looking at, sort of called out that strongly.
You wasn't surprised by the surprising finding.
Exactly, that's true.
But for the, I think it's not really fair when you compare these kind of 4 and 5 with scientific ones. It's really hard to write scientific ones
That-
precisely structured with controversy
Mhm.
narratives like that. You know, it's just doesn't matter how you try. I don't know if we can ever get there. I don't know if we can work towards
Yeah.
it because it's just not as much drama.
Well, and you need the facts, I mean, you have to line up a
Yeah,
significant
I
amount
don't
of
think
facts.
there needs
to-
to be as much drama though, I don't know,
Okay, that might be the expectation.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. I was expecting after we learned the ABT, we're reading scientific paper like reading novels.
Right, maybe for public relations pieces, but
Yeah.
Okay,
abstract 4 is
8.
8.
10.
7.
Oh.
I was trying so hard to be like in the middle, so I would actually have to talk.
That's so ulterior motive. Ha.
Your strategy failed. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So 10, I think it's a very clearly structured, you know, the junior, the fact that, you know, his situation with his mother, but every effort failed, and then he gave up. He probably shaved his head, I think.
Oh, that's interesting, because I found abstract 4 to be similar to abstract 3, built it up, but you don't know what the surprising decision or what he did with his hair, or if he decided to
Maybe
have
I just-
family or whatever. So
I just went right to the decision I imagined to be, so it's pretty clear to me.
I just said they could add more like tea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why
I thought it was good.
I made up the tea.
Oh,
See,
okay.
that's why it's a
It's
10.
It works if you do that.
I mean, other than shave the head or cut off his head, there was no other solutions. Because it's heartbreaking, right?
Well, I was imagining actually that so if I had added a T on that, I would have added something like, so he left home or something like that, you know.
Oh, I think he would have shaved the head first. I don't know.
Maybe so. I don't have any children, so it's hard for me.
Yeah. Who has the lowest score? Biz?
No, I had the
It was
lowest
Carolyn.
score.
Oh, you had the lowest score.
How is that possible? But it was because it was similar to, I just felt that therefore was missing. It was alluded to, but we didn't actually have a statement of what the therefore was.
actually-
All right, that makes sense. What what is overtext means, like a helicopter mother, is that what it is?
Hopefully like overworked. I think.
Mhm.
Oh, it's overworked.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, you can say like this work is really taxing, so it's whatever.
So why would it fixing his hair stirs a homophobic panic? I don't understand that.
Maybe she thinks that young boys shouldn't be that concerned about their hair or something. Or so I read
Oh,
that.
that's the part of
So she felt that was girly, or
Oh, I see.
that was how, that was my impression. Abstract number 5.
10?
9, 4.
10.
Shoot, I gave him.
I gave it an A.
Come here, what's wrong with you?
I mean, it had ABT, but I just thought it was really boring. It's just like, he did that,
Yeah.
and then that, and then that. But it's like,
Therefore,
it
you
feels
get
like for like a book or a movie, like, I'm just like, okay.
it didn't steer
And it therefore could have like, I don't know, made it more exciting. Like the basic format's there.
The
Uh-huh.
basic
Just-
formats.
Every component is clear, it's there, so you just in case it was too boring.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, because this is the one you don't have to struggle to find the ABT.
Yeah.
You know, it was like,
Right.
spells right out, you know, like, okay.
Yeah, I wrote ABT, but not very interested.
Well, that's the same,
Yeah,
yeah, that
that's a
was
good
the
point.
same, yeah. But I guess we gave score, depending on how we gave score on the structure or on how the story is, right?
Right, exactly.
If it's just the structure, then it's a 10.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I think it's interesting though that our minds are filling in like the
Blanks.
missing parts.
Yeah,
Backstory, yeah.
yeah. That's
It's
true.
really nice story.
But that illustrates the difficulty of writing, is you never know what your reader's mind's like, right? For one,
Well, communication generally. Right?
in general, yeah, so the receiving side is totally unpredictable.
Right.
So it's very hard, and most of the people write with their own opinion in mind, right? They don't normally
Right.
think about people who read.
Right.
So that's a difficult in communication. I think I should go back to college and study communication. Maybe I'll be classmate with my daughter. Yeah, I mean, that's what she studied, cognitive aspect of communication. I said, tell me more. Yeah, I'd like to know that. I don't think it improved her communication any bit, but that's beside the story.
At least not with you.
It's different from familiar communication and science.
Well, that's the interesting thing about the writing program here at the University of Chicago is that they teach you to anticipate who your readers are and to write to those readers.
Oh, good.
Not necessarily like, well, here's what I have to offer and this is just what it is and you have to deal with it. But like, I'm writing to Carolyn and Biz, so what are they gonna think about this? And so then how are they gonna interpret it?
That's great. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's more effective, make it more effective.
That's the goal, yeah.
So are you talking about the writing program in general, or the ones offered at the writing center, or is
It's
it?
the same, it's the same, yeah, the Little Red Schoolhouse program.
I would like to take that myself. How do I take
Larry McNerney.
Oh yeah, he's my RM in the dorm.
Larry's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me.
Incredible. He does a
Tell
business
Larry
writing.
my-
And in fact, they do one for professionals through the HR classes.
Oh.
They do,
Okay.
Larry does it.
Oh.
Larry's really nice.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
he's
tell,
incredible.
ask him when he's doing next professional ones, and I'll go sign up. That would be
What
great.
town are you in?
South Campus, or Renee.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we supposed to do? Oh, this is
okay,
about the
so-
reading, okay,
Okay, so that wasn't meant to be a story, but
doesn't matter, it is story now.
Thank you, Novia, for rescuing me. I owe you one.
anytime this.
So one wants you to take out this entire lower half, so just
Mhm.
like that sentence,
Mhm.
that's very boring.
It's supposed to be. That's the goal. It's supposed to just be an announcement.
Do we have, what is the target audience for this? Is it the newsletter?
So it could be the newsletter, it's, right now, it's like the Facebook page and,
Twitter.
possibly like the website, yeah, Twitter.
Mhm.
This, I wrote this so we could get a handle on it, so then I could give it to Claire and David.
Wouldn't it be nice to talk about, we actually this year had twice as many applicants they selected, so basically our admission rate dropped by half, right? I mean, so last year, out of 120, we admitted 40 something, this year we from 200, I don't know how many we admitted, so.
So I think that would be a narrative, I think that would be a narrative if it was going to, like central administration or something. Like if we were writing this for the annual report,
Yeah.
I think that would be the narrative.
Yeah, but it's still, I mean, when people interested in reading about this, about your new class, it doesn't really tell them much. I mean, one unique thing maybe you should call out is the fact that we do draw students from so many different fields, you know. But you needed to build in sort of a being there somehow, just say, you know, different from a traditional academic institute. We draw a student from, with background from all different fields.
This has been edited already like 3 times by Juan, so.
I know, not that, but we're writing this story, right?
Right, so for the story, yes, I agree.
Yeah. So, I mean, truly, let's say we will put a story in the, instead of announcement, this, if an announcement, it goes into the news, right? But we could possibly put a story together with some, we did that last year, with some interesting representative students. Last year we did Elise and Yukon Bay, I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, I mean, well, later on, when we write a story, you really needed to think about unique things about this class. Usually that's what, you know, even if you think about MIT publishes their statistics of their incoming class, they always call out, oh, we had a world class, I remember we had a quintuplet, which we did actually, my daughter is friend was one of the quintuplet, they all at the MIT, you know, just imagine. And then we have the world-class magicians, we have skating champions, so they build up how interesting this class is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just say, boom, we have 18 students from various universities, various fields. Like, okay, other than the 18, that's interesting, there is nothing new to it, you know. But announcement is okay, I'm not criticized, but so when you think about maybe you want to develop a story that,
Yeah,
especially as a
absolutely.
recruitment tool for the next year,
Yeah.
for people check out and say, oh, that's really cool, you know, they
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
people who are interested in entrepreneurship, there are people who used to work for startup companies are coming here, you know, so those are kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the goal is to build that story throughout the year through these newsletters that would go to the prospective students.
Yeah, yeah.
That there would be student highlights, and there would be like little bits of this story that would come out
Yeah.
a little at a time.
So, forget about the announcement, which is just a foundation. If we're going to do an ABT, what would be the but? In your opinion, what is the most interesting but for,
I know this was busy story.
yeah, this is story? Well, we can collectively think, because we don't know what the
Well,
story
we
is.
talked about the admissions rate, you said
Yeah.
but it dropped, or something like that.
Yeah, build some drama.
Yeah, it's like, well, the applicant who doubled,
Or it's more competitive. now,
yeah,
something
now
like
it's
that.
more competitive, right? Yeah.
So for me, this would be the ending of this would be sort of the therefore,
Yeah.
right? It
Yeah.
would be, and, like if we were thinking about the story of the whole institute, right? It would be, you know, there's this, like this, you know, traditional
Started.
engineering programs, and, you know, we wanna, you know, but we would like, the University of Chicago thinks about engineering in a different way, and therefore, like, we've recruited this many students from these places, and they're so interesting, and
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
right? That, so to me, the A and the B would come before this. This is actually like a result of the A and the B.
Yeah, that's true. Or you can say you build upon last year's story, you can say, well, this year we opened the admission season with twice as many applicants. Also, they're all coming from very strong engineering schools, you know,
But
but
they've chosen the Institute for Molecular Engineering
Right.
because it offers this
because it offers,
interdisciplinary approach.
yeah, because of the last class's experience testify to this benefit of having diverse background, make it more interesting, therefore it become a much competitive field for this year's
And a
applicants.
strong
Yeah,
division
yeah,
here at the university.
Yeah,
Right.
On the cutting edge.
yeah.
Very much, yeah.
The forefront.
Or another cliche.
Okay, we're just building your next story. Okay, that's great. Do you put those newsletters on the website or you don't?
I've only made one so far.
Yeah, but would you just think it makes sense to put some of it on the prospective student, because you did the story, you might as well try to use it as a tool to draw.
Yeah, we could put it there. The one that I did is, it's just a kind of more of a list. It's not very pretty, so I'm working on doing something a little bit.
Yeah, you just
Pretty.
extracted the story or the things. and
Mhm.
put it. Okay, so who's does what? I think I was the sentence, or am I the word, am I the sentence? Let me see. So what would be the statement says, what in this admission announcement makes sense? Nothing in this admission report makes sense unless, remember that thing you have to do?
Page 55.
Unless you take
Okay.
into, and unless you take into the account that there were twice as many applicants,
unless
right?
you-
Or what
Compared
Novia
to
was
the
saying, with
previous
this being
day,
the ending
previous
of,
class.
without knowing what IME's about as being a special engineering.
So,
sort of
so how you
institute.
structure that, nothing in our admission story makes sense unless,
Except in the light of,
except in the light of a unique type of engineering that the IME is trying to build or something like that. That's what we're trying to come up with.
I
Except
don't know,
the
is
cross-disciplinary nature of this or whatever.
I was thinking something like, except in the light of the greater IME story, right? So if you were saying this admission story is part of the whole,
Or greater IME mission.
their greater
Yeah.
IME mission.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, okay. That is actually the word, if I get that right? And then the sentence will be A and the B and the T. Template is this, and we
That's the
already
word,
worked this
yeah.
through it, yeah. Set up
We
problem.
never follow what that says on that screen.
No, no.
I will invent it, we're too creative to follow that. Sorry, Randy. Oh, so we already did A and a but and therefore, remember?
I just thought that- I didn't know these were posted on.
They are not.
They are.
I just found out this morning.
Okay, so the sentence template, which is the ABT. should be what?
Well, that's what we saw this as, if you, it depends on
So we have like
the
the two
angle.
versions, I guess.
right, depend on the angle you wanted to go by. You know, for me, the ANA is like the admission season opened up with more applicants from more prestigious universities, and but you know we can only offer the same number of seats, so therefore the competitive was pretty fierce. The competition was pretty fierce among this group, and and with 18 outstanding students, you know, something like that.
Right, and I guess like, again, it goes back to who the audience for the story is going to be to determine whether you're making it a larger IME story or is it specifically an admission story. Like yours would make sense for if we were just doing a story about this admission season. But
Do we have any statistics, for example, because this year have more international students than last year, or less international students? This year has same number of
international
women,
students.
almost six.
Six women.
Yeah, so last year we had about 5, 6, I would think. So women in terms, that's about to say. But we did have a lot more women applicants, I think, in the last year.
I haven't gotten to pulling all the statistics yet.
Right. Oh, that's when you do your next story, that would be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then look at the number of countries they're coming from.
Right.
Do we draw more people from some of more non-traditional countries? And then if, seems like the degrees, they're still pretty much the same type. You didn't have really oddball degrees, right? Last year, the most oddball we had was aerospace engineering, but this year, they're pretty sort of normal degree. Yeah. Okay, so that's the A, B, and the T. So if you don't use the admission, what would be the A, B, and the T?
We were doing it from sort of the larger IME mission scale.
That and the A for those, that would be the sort of creation of the IME and the vision of the university.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, uniqueness of IME is cross-disciplinary and.
Well, I guess that would be the but, right? But
Oh,
the
right,
university has
yeah.
this unique vision.
Vision
of engineering, that there's all these traditional programs and that, like, although the IME stems from those programs in terms of like our professors and all of that, you know, but however, the university has this different vision, and so these sort of experts in their fields have been brought together in order to create something new,
and therefore
To become.
this new class
Attracted,
is-
this class was very diverse background.
we're recruiting students with more diverse backgrounds and who are interested in science. As
To be all
as
put
beyond
together in
beyond
that,
the
right.
bench, yeah. Interested in science and engineering through theory and application.
Yeah, that's true, that's a good end, that's a good therefore, yeah. The challenge is that the second round, we have, this is going to be a better story. Oh, this is gonna write it for you.
Or Biz can write a different story that is more pertinent to him if he wants.
Yes, 'cause I knew
Did you
that.
have in mind another story? I mean, I know you haven't wrote it.
I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do something about funding.
Yeah, that might be interesting. Does IME funding source so different from the rest of the university? Probably from the type of agency we get from.
Not really, we're pretty much, for the most part, in line. I mean, NIST is the only big one that's sort of other than one.
Does the university get a lot of DoD from?
Yeah. DoD actually funds a lot of biological research.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have tons of like breast cancer research money, which always surprised me. the
Yeah.
Department of Defense with,
I
but
know.
like that's one of their largest programs.
DOE?
Um,
DOE funding?
And DOE, like PSC has a bunch of DOE, so, I mean, yeah, we're increasing it, but.
It depends on the percentage, right? But I was always told university is pretty much an NSF, NIH house. The other
Yeah, but
fundings are
the
very
sort of
small.
amount of DOE and DoD funding we're gonna bring in isn't gonna change that.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon,
Mm.
maybe.
Moving the nothing in what makes
Alright.
sense, excepting the light of. So we can continue our own random discussion. So the funding picture, IME just too small, it's a tail wagging the dog.
Yeah, I mean, even when we get, I mean, we'll have to see once we get to full capacity with our faculty. I don't know if it'll still make a significant shift in percent, because I mean, the number of NSF and NIH is so large. Unless we had like 100 faculty members who are only getting funded by DOE and DOD, it wouldn't be enough to sort of shift the statistics for the university.
Is what they do with the funding different? Like, is there the results of the work that they're doing?
Is it more than just fundamental research?
Yeah.
And what did you say?
Like, is it having a different kind of impact, the results of the research they're doing with this funding than other?
Not so much. I mean, it's just a different sort of thrust than the type of money that's, like, their focus area is different than what other DOE in, but that's because they're engineers as opposed to.
Right.
That sort of outcome-wise, I don't think anything's really come from it.
So I guess it really won't become a huge difference if we have a huge amount of industrial funding, which is not, other than the drug testing, but the clinical testing, I don't count those. Industrial funded research is something that university don't typically have.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
So if we can break out in that one, we become trendsetters. Federal funding is not going to be significantly change the university's picture just because of IME. That's a good story. But therefore. You got it.
I'll write something this week.
Okay, you write something this week? That's good, that's good. Yeah, so that's true, I never thought about that. Interesting perspective. But we're having, how many Muri Fund university had before? I
How
mean,
many what?
Muri, the multi-university research fund, which is
There have been
large grant.
quite a number of them for us.
Okay. Oh, that's okay,
Oh,
Hannah,
okay.
you can come in. You can collect the garbage. No, that's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, come
Oh
in.
my god.
No problem. That's okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah, have a good weekend.
Thank you.
So, that's, Muri funding, that NIST is the one unique one with this
Yeah,
guy.
this is the.
And if one ever gets that, one of the fund that he was going after, sort of IGERT.
The NRT one?
Yeah.
We're resubmitting like next week.
Yeah, that will be another one. And then this, My Choice grant is the new one. Not we got, I mean, university got, the one that, NS fund for alternative career paths.
The BSD?
Yeah, the BSD
Oh.
grant, the My Choice
Mhm.
grant. Yeah. So I didn't know that was the acronym. Did you know what the My Choice stands for? I was asking people who
No,
are not at that meeting. It's Chicago, CH is for Chicago, opportunity, that's O. What is I?
I think it's just in.
Oh, in, Korea, empowerment, I guess, yeah, so that's the choice, acronym choice.
The acronyms are getting more and more fancy.
I know they are.
Uppercase, lowercase.
Uppercase, lowercase, that's true, that's true. So I thought it was just a cute name until they put it up, and I'm like, oh, it's acronym, that's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
So now you know, My Choice. Okay, so what else, so after the word, it's the sentence, right?
We just did that.
We also did that.
There's still
What-
like 10 minutes left. I don't know what's
Wait, it's only 5 minutes, how can you still have 10 minutes left?
That's the last
10
one.
minutes.
Oh, the hero circle, so the hero, who's the hero? Novia,
No.
The students,
the student is the
they
hero.
fought their way through
Wait,
That's
hero is in the normal world. So the normal world is you study chemistry, you apply for graduate school in chemistry, and then life is good. You become professor in chemistry, become professor emeritus in chemistry, and that's the hero's normal world. But now,
He
the world
discovered
changed
in
on them.
molecular engineering.
The
All
world
of a sudden,
changed
you're
on
gonna
them.
die.
This beast of molecular engineering appeared. So the hero, what is the hero's darkest moment? It's like a hero get lost, applying for
April
molecular.
14th. The day before they have to give their.
There we go, midnight, the hero trying to decide chemistry, molecular engineering, and that was the low point, right? And I have no idea what the molecular engineering is, what I'm gonna do with that degree, oh my gosh. And then how did
Will
the
I get
hero
a
come out?
job?
Yeah, and I can't get a job, so how does the hero rose from that dark moment? Enlightenment, by Professor Turo's video meant.
It's like your student in Mexico.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they heard a presentation by a faculty member and then opens up their mind and say, wow, new
The
world.
heavens opened up.
And then all the cloud disappears, sunshine peeks through, and then
It
the
happened
hero
at the same
push the button in the midnight, says molecular engineering. Everything is good.
I think good story.
He was so excited
Yeah.
about quantum engineering that he could hardly speak. He's
Like a
Yeah.
Bill, like a Bill's son, right? Like Bill Florida's son.
Yeah.
So Bill Florida's son talked to David, gets excited about quantum, so now Bill Florida's assigned his son assignment to research about quantum. Why is quantum? And
How old is your son?
12.
12, studying quantum.
I don't know at what level he's studying quantum. He's very interested.
He is. So Bill started saying that we're going to work on, I still have to get back to them, so we wanted to stream this session. And then we're gonna have to find a venue to stream a quantum session from World Science Fair Festival.
So featuring Andrew Cleveland.
From New York City.
Another world-changing IME professor.
Yes.
Student-changing IME professor.
Student changing IME professor, I like that. So we're going to start having this quantum science club spawn up among all the suburbs of Chicago. We'll have quantum all over the place. Expression.
And they will all be entangled across Chicago.
They will be entangled, that's the word. They will be entangled. Oh, that's a good story, we should write it.
That sounds like a super nerdy science joke. Is it?
Yes.
I'm familiar with this.
No, it's-
That works.
Anyway, that's a good one. Well, get kids excited, it truly is nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'd rather they excited about quantum than growing marijuana, right?
Absolutely.
A number of other things, yeah.
That'll be one of these like abstract, like the 3-sentence abstract.
Therefore.
Martin grew pot all the time, and then he discovered molecular engineering. He just wanted to know how to make the plants turn into soap. And his parents were thrilled because now he has a legitimate business.
That could be the fictional version of our story.
Oh, yeah.
No
well,
joke.
Yeah, that's the fictional version.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, the junior is not fizzling with the hair. Now the junior is
No.
fizzling with the quantum entanglement.
Or he decides to straighten his hair using quantum engineering. I mean, molecular
And we've moved into a science fictional world.
But it is possible.
Based-
I can tell you,
Self-assembly.
I have worked at, yeah, it is using self-assembling type of micelles. So we found out actually, it's actually extremely good for hairsprays. It gets, it still lets in the air, so it doesn't like make your hair stiff, but it doesn't mess it up when the moisture permeates. So we made the chemical micelles into part of the hairspray, when this shampoo or hairspray, I forgot what it exactly ended up, but anyhow. Yeah, sure. And the very first nano application for nano-sized titanium oxide is for your wrinkle creams. It just fills in, right? Tiny
This is
wrinkles.
how they should be explaining it.
If we want to get everyone in America excited about molecular engineering, we
That's
talk
what
about
you
its
need.
cosmetic applications.
Yeah.
And how it will make you.
It removes the wrinkles.
Yeah, it doesn't remove, it just fills in.
Oh. Well, we can say that's pretty
But
much.
soon removal.
It's
Soon,
not- it's not
soon,
so much.
no more plastic surgery,
Oh, yeah.
no more knives, no more anything. It'll just be like you put it on and then they all tighten up.
That's what the nano-sized titanium oxide do.
Scale it back here.
But that's also actually why
Little bitty clip.
that's also why the FDA is getting concerned, because if a woman's loaded up their skin
Yeah.
with nanoparticle, where does my nanoparticle go? Do they actually eventually get into the bloodstream, eventually penetrates all the barriers and get into bloodstream? What does that, if your bloodstream is filled with titanium oxide, what does that do? So they started getting onto.
This is making me less excited about molecular engineering. Let's not tell that part of the story.
No, but then you figure out which chemical would be beneficial to your bloodstream. Like it's an antioxidant
There you go.
Then you can put in the
particle.
cream.
Then it not only does it fix the exterior,
it's also-
like by the time
It's
it gets
nourishing
into
your
your blood.
insides,
Yes.
too.
So the tagline is no need to eat broccoli. So just put out the cream.
You just put broccoli on your face. This is the future of nutrition. You just apply it and it gives it.
So anything you don't like to eat, just put it on your face. That's all it is. And you only eat the ones you like to eat. Isn't that a wonderful life?
Yeah.
So you can draw the hero story. The hero doesn't like broccoli. And then hero was really depressed that he still needs antioxidant. And then the hero discovered the cream, then hero is happy.
Yeah.
And then never needed to eat the broccoli.
Molecular engineering saves the day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really a superhero. IME is a superhero.
There's one president who hates broccoli.
George
Senior.
Bush.
Okay. That's true, I know, I didn't know which one, I know
It
they
became famous, yeah, it became famous.
Mhm.
I think because Barbara Bush was involved.
Oh.
She wanted him to eat broccoli, and I think he told her that he's the president of the United States.
Doesn't have to eat
And then
broccoli.
he announced it to the entire world. Then the broccoli council got mad.
There's a strong broccoli lobby.
I
Which
thought
has
there-
voters.
Yeah. I think there is a strong lobby on everything. believe it or not.
And then is it the same as the kale lobby?
It's got Brock.
Got broccoli.
Got Brock. No, Brock got got. Right? Oh no, they can be got got.
I was thinking of the Got Milk campaign.
Oh.
So I had to come up with a campaign for broccoli.
Oh, got
Someone
Brock.
has a piece of broccoli in their hair or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You know, it's decorative and then advertising and.
Well, you laugh, but in France, they had, when Edith Cresson was the prime minister, Cresson is also the name of an herb. And I think when Polytechnic was in their July 14th parade, they all had little herb bouquets in their belts. Either making fun of Edith, I mean, I don't know,
It was either positive or negative.
Right, I mean, knowing France, it was probably some kind of satire. on- And the prime minister was probably going to cut out their funding or something, I don't know. But, yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
you can wear it, you can,
You can wear it? Yeah.
herb ornaments.
Make myself kale.
Maybe
Kale
that would-
broccoli necklace.
Yeah. There we go, that's another good one, yeah. So now we'll move on to more promotional stuff for IME with the broccoli, saying broccoli, because. How did we get on the topic of broccoli?
We are far afield
We are
though.
far-
Started with
I
that.
think we should probably stop now.
And we'd like to bring this session to a close. Thank you for coming to Story
Thanks.
Circle.
Thanks, moderator.